Rush Duel is a fast-paced spin-off game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can summon as many monsters as you want and draw up to 5 cards each turn. In this series, me and the TheDrAlex progress through each Rush Duel product release and build decks with whatever cards were available at that time. We have been drafting characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime and have exclusive access to those characters' boss monsters, and will continue to draft characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush series. Join us as we continue to battle it out in this series, Rush Duel Character Draft. Structure Deck Birth of Hero was released July 13th, 2024 and introduces the Elemental Hero archetype to Rush Duel. This series of cards focuses around fusing low-level warrior monsters to create low-level fusion monsters, but that have multiple combinations depending on which monsters are used as fusion material. This box only contains 2 new cards that are above level 6, so I will be receiving Rotwyvern, who can be special summoned from the hand if I control a warrior type normal monster, can mill 4, and can add fusion from grave to hand, as well as Elemental Hero Neos, a 2500 attack normal hero monster that will be more useful going forward as contact fusions are introduced into Rush Duel. This does mean that both myself and Alex will have access to all 3 new fusion monsters, those being Thunder Giant, who can discard 1 card to destroy 1 face-up monster with less original attack than himself. Flame Wingman, who burns the opponent for the attack of a monster destroyed by battle, and the Rush exclusive Burst Wingman, who can boost a warrior by 1000 until the end of the next turn, and pop a back row. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game, and yes, we are back on the heroes once again, but now we are released from our restraints and we can play it with anything else that we have. We've decided to play it with our Sky Saviors. Now, Sky Savior is a bit of a weird deck. Obviously, it did get nerfed when Ciela went down to 1 copy, but the deck is still relatively strong. The trap card Sky Savior Wish is still really, really powerful, and the myriad of fusion monsters we can go into are still really, really strong. Now, the limitation does hurt a little bit because it means that we can't go into Altiera as easily, but this was kind of the problem with Sky Saviors, is people really didn't like being floodgated out of playing the game, so not going into this as much is probably better, especially since Alex also really hates this card, so probably summoning it is not really going to be our game plan, but if we do get it out, we'll probably have an okay time. Other than that, this deck does work quite well to get access to fusion relatively easily. We can turbo through the deck with circulation, which is always going to be really, really nice. And our side deck is built to kind of be a separate strategy we can bring in. If Alex plays a lot of cards that just pop, we can bring in the Ryozai and try and protect a lot of our guys. Unfortunately, its protection on level 7s won't be as useful, but protecting our back row still can be really good because we've got some really strong trap cards. So this is the deck. We're feeling reasonably confident. Both these decks have kind of come together and done well in the past, so let's see if they can do it today. Let's fire on in and see what Alex has got for us. So, last week we had 3 copies of the hero structure versus 3 copies of the blue eye structure, and what we learned from those games is blue eyes can get a bit bricky if you don't have access to all the consistency tools. So, I'm not sure we learned much more than that. Heroes obviously now, I think we went into it thinking they were going to be quite weak, but after 2 rather okay performances, I think we're now more, okay, heroes are pretty good. But this week, we can basically do whatever we want, right? So we both have access to heroes. The only exclusive hero I have at the moment is Neos. So you can use absolutely every single other hero card if you want. So you could be on some sort of hero brew yourself. You could be combining heroes with something else, or you could be on something completely different. I think you still have some pyro stuff that you haven't brought yet, as well as you have a bunch of decks you've only brought 1 time, such as Prime, and I think you've only brought the Dark Matter stuff once, but again, we are getting some new support for that rather soon, so I wouldn't expect you to necessarily bring that. But basically, you could be on kind of whatever, and for me, it's going to be either, again, doubling back on something I've already played, or I'm going to be on some sort of hero brew. So this should be an interesting week. We might even, depending if we both brought heroes, be in some sort of hero mirror, which could be quite interesting. So have you got any ideas what you think I'm going to be on?
Not a clue.
Okay. I think you will have tried to put heroes in something. So I'm going to predict one of 2 things. I'm going to say you're going to be on either Hero Wind Warriors, so like Hero Music Princess, or Hero Guildford OTK. I think you're going to be on one of those two things. I think you're going to try and make one of those work. So I think those would make the most sense from my point of view for what you could put heroes in. And I think there's a lot of synergies between those decks. But let's fire on in then and just see what we both brought. Oh, I will go first. This is certainly a hand. I'm going to set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4, set 5. Pass the turn.
Super Assistant higher.
Okay, so this presumably means that you've brought the pyro stuff that you didn't bring last time. Okay. Which I assume is going to mean no heroes.
Higher.
Higher is so good, man. Obviously, it's better if you have Achi in the graveyard. But still, just discard draw. Like, 0 attack kind of sucks, but other than that. Okay, so we shuffle a fire attribute Aqua type monster, which you do have if you want to do it. Destroy a spell trap on your opponent's field, and you don't get to use the other things. Just do you want to pop a spell trap? I don't see why you wouldn't. So, what are we going for?
Higher back in.
Got a field spell, we've got 3 back row. Oh no, I could be on anything.
But could do with another draw, so let's go Volcalized Compound.
Okay.
Higher back in.
I mean, at least my life points seem kind of safe, which is quite nice. You have hit my Dunkus, the Sky Savior Knight.
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no, it's fine, don't worry about it. Alright, let's start by activating my Elemental Circulation. So you should remember this card from last week. I'll reveal my Flame Wingman, then I can send one of the cards listed on it from my hand to the grave, draw 3, and then discard a singular card. I kind of actually think I want to send this. So I'm going to send Dunkus to the grave. Then we're going to go ahead and activate Pot of Greed. We'll draw 2. I want to do this, but I also want to do both of this. Alright, let's go for this. We'll start out with Elemental Hero Avian and Elemental Hero Burst Dimitrix. I'm then going to activate my Fusion. We're going to immediately fuse into the Burst Wingman. Then I'm going to normal summon Hero Boy. So if I have Fusion or Skyscraper in my graveyard, I can add it to 2 warrior type normal monsters and or Fusion from my graveyard to my hand. So we'll activate this. The issue is he's already on the field, which means I can't just take back all 3 and then do a Fusion, right? That doesn't work. So I'm going to take back... I guess I'll take these back. Alright, so then I can send... Oh, Hero Boy sends himself to the graveyard. See now, that is where reading your cards actually can be really helpful. That's
Reading the card.
That's a lesson.
The card.
So sometimes it does, especially in Rush. Rush, typically, if you read the card, it does explain the card. In Master Rule, usually it explains the card. Alright, we'll go with Elemental Circulation again. So we'll go ahead and choose our Flame Wingman again. We'll send the card that we just grabbed. Okay, these are very interesting cards that we have just drawn. I probably send this. Okay, we'll send the Avian. Then we're going to go ahead and activate Miracle Fusion.
Oh god.
So we're going to combine 2 of our monsters, put them to the bottom of our deck, and summon forth the Flame Wingman regular. And this is where I'm getting a little bit punished, but it's fine. We'll activate another Miracle Fusion.
The shit.
We're going to make another Burst Wingman here. Then we're going to activate Burst Wingman, put its boost on Burst Wingman, activate Burst Wingman, put its boost on Burst Wingman. We'll then set and set, go to battle, swing into this. Then we'll just hope one of these is high attack. A whopping 300 burn. Take the burn. That's right. Ah, we could have got 100 more. Ah, we tapped in the wrong order. Alright, well, it's your turn. This board is not too difficult to break, all things considered.
Okay. Let's go the new card, Kenny's Pet Parakeet.
Okay, so if you know the monsters in your field, reveal a Pyro, Aqua, or Thunder from your hand, so revealing the Achi. So the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, then you can add up to 1 Pyro, Aqua, or Thunder from among the cards sent, with the same level as the level of the monster revealed. That is very specific. So you got 2 1s. Oh, I completely missed what you took there. Like you got... I don't like saying this card's name.
Wonko.
I'm going to say Wonko. So Wonko's effect. If you have 10 or less monsters in your graveyard, send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard, draw 1 card. Then if you send 2 Pyro, Aqua, and or Thunder type monsters to the graveyard to meet the requirement, you can draw 1 additional card. So we get to discard 2, draw 2.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
Super persistent higher.
Yeah. And then we get to put the Achi back, draw 2 cards. So we're up to 5 cards in hand, 3 cards on board. So we plus 3'd already. Well, look at this. Have any protection. Discard a 10. Draw 2 cards. So no plussing.
Discarded that 10.
Yeah, because we've just drawn the rest of the maximum, would be my guess.
Nope.
Oh, we just don't have anything. That is pretty yikes.
Yeah, I think I've just played myself there.
I mean, it was a gamble, but there was a chance that you could have drawn into something even better, right? And then, yeah, we'll just clean this up quickly rather than wasting time, because there is no Karibo in this. Wait, is this is lethal, right? I'm pretty sure I don't have to do maths. We'll just go battle. Swing. Swing. And then swing. Alright. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit awkward when that happens, but again, if you don't do that, then you basically end on like a 2000 attack guy and then a set spell card that doesn't do anything. So it's a weird one, but I think maybe that was still the better play, unless you would have just tribute in summoned in defense mode. I think either way it would have been a bit awkward.
I'll go first.
Okay.
And
Okay. Hit 3 monsters is not bad. My hand doesn't really do a lot. So I think I'm just going to set a whole bunch of cards and we'll pass.
okay.
How many Clayman are down there? Because Clayman actually walls off your 2000 attackers, so...
Shit, you're right. Yeah, let's flip summon higher.
She's back.
Catch back.
Just happy you didn't discard a Achi from your hand.
Yeah, that'd have been nice, wouldn't it? Activate compound.
Okay. Put that back, draw a card. So much filtering.
Almost summon out the right piece.
Okay, so this pot's back row.
And
Ooh.
Flame Ruler.
It's Ruler. No, it doesn't look like Ruler's doing anything. Okay, so we lose our Soliel, and we lose our Elemental Hero Burstinatrix. We will flip summon Lua, the Sky Savior Angel. We're going to go ahead and activate her effect. I'm going to reveal to you that I have a Burstinatrix. Oh, those weren't good mills.
Good mills for me.
The next step. I guess we'll just do this. We'll activate my Elemental Circulation. Go ahead and reveal something you already know. Okay. I could get rid of this. If I don't want to be an asshole. How much of an asshole do we want to be? No, we'll go with the... We'll try and avoid being a jerk today. So I'll discard the Lure. Then we're going to go ahead and activate Elemental Circulation. I'm going to choose Thunder Giant and reveal to you that I have this Sparkman. Send him off to the grave. I think we send you. Then I'm going to go ahead and summon out my Sealer. So I can, if I want to, reveal it to 5 Celestial Warrior monsters with different names from my extra deck. One face monster on my opponent's field loses attack equal to the number of monsters revealed times 200. This turn I can only attack with Celestial Warriors, Warriors, and Fairies. Well, spoiler alert, my entire deck is that, so using this has no negative for me. But go ahead and use this. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a good look. Go ahead and weaken this down. Then we're going to go ahead and drop the fusion. I'll combine my two together and make one of the least annoying ones. It's still kind of annoying, but it could be a lot worse. Then we're going to summon out my Hero Boy. Activate Hero Boy's effect. So with this, I can take back Avian, Burst Inatrix, and send to this. But it's not the end of the world. We can summon these out. And then we'll go ahead and activate Miracle Fusion. We will put this and... I mean, I could just send them off to my graveyard and just keep the Burst Inatrix. Like, that seems okay, I think. Call for my Light Flash. My Wingman. Activate his effect. We will boost the attack of, I guess, itself. And we will pop one of your back row. Then I'm going to set this. Okay, so because of Elemental Circulation, we can't use Saucier, but we can activate this to give our guys a Whittle boost. Then we'll just go straight to battle, I guess, because there's not really much else I can do. We will attempt to clear this. And then attempt to clear this. And then attack over this. And then we will pass. Is that Wonko? So draw a card. If you sent 2 Pyro, Aquas, or Thunders, you get to draw 2. So discard 2, draw 2. Heavenly Protection. I keep reading the image names, which is the old translation names, but I need to just remember to read the actual text in the client.
Yeah. That. One out left.
Okay, so this is... Destroy 1 monster. Yeah, I think that's fine. Say goodbye to Burst Wingman. Ooh, okay, that's pretty good. And there goes my Light Flash. Let's see what we draw here. Okay, that is a pretty good draw, it's not gonna lie. Alright, well, here is Avian. Behold the power of fusion. We'll go 1, 2, summon out the boy. We'll go ahead and activate the effect. And we'll boost his attack, and we will pop this. And then behold the power of the miracle.
This.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Yeah, we just drew, like, absolutely everything we needed there. Which was so disgusting. Like, if I didn't establish a Burst Wingman there, I don't know how I was beating this. But we just, again, we drew into, like, double Burst Wingman, which is so gross. We should definitely get game 3 going, though. Alright, let's see what you got for me.
I have...
Just drop turn 1 max plus equip spell. Ooh, okay. So 2 cards to keep in hand. This could be max pieces, but they don't have to be. Well, let's get greedy. We'll go for this. So I'll start out by summoning out my Soliel, the Sky Savior Angel. We'll activate the effect. So I will reveal to you that I have the Mighty Dunkus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, boo. I don't care about the order. Then we will summon the Dunkus before activating the fusion spell, combining our 2 monsters together to make my personal favourite Sky Savior card, the Druckmore, which is just face-up cards on my field cannot be destroyed by my opponent's card effects. Now, unfortunately, you do have the ability to summon out like a 4,000 plus attack dude, which can deal with that. But we're just going to kind of hope you don't, or that my back row is good enough to save us. We do also have the Celia, which again, we could have tried to go for the lock. But 1, the lock's kind of degen, and 2, your deck I don't think necessarily cares too much about it. Ah, what you doing with 1,500 defenders? Alright, we'll pass on that. Yeah, I just love everything about Druckmore. I think his effect is just nice. It doesn't like hurt your opponent, it just really helps you. As well as I think his art is just incredible. He's my favorite one by far. Plus anti-mirror force and anti-dark hole's always cool.
Yes.
Chemist Pet Parakeet. If you have no other monsters in your field, reveal Pyro from your hand, send top 3 kids to graveyard, then add a Pyro Aqua or Thunder. Same level.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, at least you don't lose anything, right? You just didn't plus.
True. But Wango back in the deck. Oh.
I gotta admit, the Parakeet's art is pretty cute.
Hmm. That.
So which one's this? This is Destroy Spell Traps. I think we will do this here. Well, I'm going to activate Sky Savior Wish, which is kind of busted. I can put both of these two back on top of my deck, and then that goes to the bottom of your deck.
Oh, woof. Oh, and then you get Split Fusion as well. God damn.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. Ooh, that ends your turn. I did not expect that. Okay, I mean... I think here we will just go to battle. And we're going to get greedy. See what it is. Oh, fuck. Stop! Alright, we're done with this. Then we'll pass back.
Okay, let's see.
Wait a minute. Okay, so the big boy's down. So you can't pop my face up cards. You can pop my face down cards.
This is sent from hand to grip. Yeah, so.
Ow.
Lump.
Fusion and Magical Stone Excavation.
So, yes, there's no point. Oh, I should have said that, never mind.
Well, there goes Deluckmore. He did his job. Okay. I guess we're just gonna do this then. We will tribute summon out the Riser, who does
God.
deal with this temporarily, but it is immediately coming back next turn. I got what? 35, which is gonna leave you on 33. I don't think I can hit you for 33. I guess we will just see if we get lucky. Let's go Lure. Activate Lure. Reveal that we have Dunkus. Nope. Battle. Attack. Attack. Go Lure. No, we'll pass. Oh man, I sure hope you don't draw the maximum. Oh my god! Hard drew off the top. That's bullshit. That's plusy. Let's go.
Yanko for an additional. Only gift.
Where is this going?
Or two.
We find the equip.
Activate. Inflood.
Okay.
Activate. Roll Yanko back in.
Okay. Why didn't you pop my 0 attack monster?
We want to get in for max then.
Okay, so I don't. Oh no, because you get piercing as well, don't you?
Yes.
So I cannot just set and pass. I have to try and be proactive. So the only thing we can do is Soliel. Activate Soliel. I'll reveal I still have this Dunkus. It hasn't gone anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, A. Alright, I'll take that fusion. Right, now the question is, what does this fusion do for me?
Have a lure and a donkey. What does he make?
So Lure and Dunkus specifically make Druckmore. The 2900 guy that stops my ghost from getting popped.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't actually help right now. Okay, that will deal with the immediate threat. But there is a big... I mean, it's the only play I have, so I don't think I actually get to have an opinion or a decision to make here. So here comes Dunkus. And here comes Soliel, who is actually a Soliel. Then I can combine these together to make this. I can activate the effect to gain attack, or boost its attack up to 37. And then I can summon this out, which, like, isn't bad, But my 0 attack monster is stuck in attack mode. So if you draw anything that has 1100 attack, or if you already have it in your hand, go get him again. There's nothing I can actually do. So let's see what you draw. Oh no, don't tell me you don't have an 1100.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
Activate higher.
This is what, 3 draws?
Then Fury. Place them on the bottom.
Oh! We still not found one! Come on, you could do this. I believe. I can't tell if you've got lethal and you're trying to style on me, or if we just haven't.
I've got lethal. I'm trying to style on you.
Okay. You had me worried there that you just like 0 attack monsters in hand and just 0 attack, and I was like, oh no. Please.
I've got the Midland left.
Okay.
I'm just fishing for
the last piece. You got the equip spell? That would be the ultimate icing on the cake.
Yes, I did.
Here he is. And we're going to equip him up to 36. Goes for the maximum damage. Ow. So yeah, as we see, if the maximum comes down, it's pretty good. When the maximum deck doesn't get its maximum, it feels a little bit lackluster. Because I don't even think I was really stopping you from summoning your max. It was just you not finding it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the heroes work okay with the Sky Savior stuff. But I think that might just be like 2 separate packages that are just kind of okay in their own right. Like a lot of that was just me summoning out Burst Wingman and just beating you to death with it, which, you know, it works. You know, popping back row, gaining attack is still decent. And then the Sky Savior stuff kind of is doing its own thing. We got to see the power of Sky Savior Wish, which I don't think I've brought so far. I might have brought it 1 week when it came out. But I can't remember if we actually used it. Sky Savior Wish is such a ridiculous strong trap card. I remember I played in a tournament against it like the week it came out, and I was like, this trap is busted. I was actually a little bit worried, because if you had like summoned your max and I'd flipped over Sky Savior Wish, I would have felt so bad, just because this card is so bonkers, right? I just, like, you sit there, amass the entire max, and then it just goes, oh, and it's the bottom of your deck, and it's like, oh. And then it also sets up a fusion for me in the next turn as well, just for extra, like, dagger in the heart. Well, on the plus side as well, I didn't actually see Magic Cylinder. I think I actually milled Magic Cylinder all 3 games. But saying that, I don't know if Magic Cylinder would have been super effective against you. You'd have to get kind of unlucky, I think, because you'd have to, like, lose the 66%. Because your max is always going to pop 2 back row in it.
Yeah, I think so. The graveyard's not failed.
But yeah, these were pretty good. I didn't know, like we said at the start, if you were going to bring some sort of hero build as well, just because I think all the hero stuff we're getting in like the next set is primarily going to be like it's not going to enhance this package that we've got. It's going to like build into its own hero deck, especially since we're getting a couple new high level heroes, as well as we're getting some more Neo stuff, which obviously won't affect you. So I was like, oh, Alex might bring the heroes just because, again, we've got that coming up. So, you know, playing heroes after this, I guess it's not going to feel any worse, but I guess it's just not necessarily going to feel any better. But yeah, the Pyro stuff's cool. I do think the new card that you got, what was it, Parakeet? I do think that card is pretty cool. Like, it's nothing crazy, right? But all the Chemist Pets are here just to add consistency. A lot of them are just really nice cards. Like, this deck is basically built to just turbo filter through and just really try and hope you find that max ASAP. And then just let the max do the heavy lifting. Now, the only issue with that is, as we've seen with Sky Savior Wish, and there are some other cards that are very similar, there are a lot of outs to maxes these days, which makes playing max decks, they can feel underwhelming depending on what deck you're against and what cards they've got access to. But, for the most part, I think they actually still work pretty well. The only thing I'd be worried about is, because we are seeing a lot of cards now that can deal with maximums, are we going to see a renaissance of maximums? Because we're coming, I believe, to the end of Go Rush. And presumably, we're going to get a new Rush series after that. And presumably, they're going to, again, re-debut maximums in the same way they did in Go Rush when we got the Sea Serpent stuff. So are they going to power creep maximums again, so that all of these cards that deal with maxes no longer deal with them, so they can actually be overpowered for a bit again? Imagine, like, the new maximums, unaffected by card effects, and it's just like, yeah, I'm just like a 5,000 attack guy that's unaffected by card effects. Deal with it, and it's like, oh no. How do I deal with it? Because that's kind of what happened when they got redebuted, right? They got all these, like, your opponent can't use spell traps in the battle phase, and it's like, oh, but I like Magic Cylinderia Maximum. It feels really good. But yeah, GG, buddy.
GG.